In the outskirts of a sleepy town lay the remains of Happy Place, an amusement park long abandoned and shrouded in mystery. The once thriving destination was now a decaying relic, its rusting rides and dilapidated attractions whispering secrets of a dark past. Rumors swirled about an evil spirit that haunted the park, a malevolent entity that kidnapped children and fed on their fears while killing any adults who dared to enter. These stories intrigued 4 courageous teens who, despite their disabilities, were determined to uncover the truth. Nina, blind from birth, possessed an acute sense of hearing and intuition. Marcus, deaf but perceptive, could read lips and felt vibrations acutely. Sam, nonverbal, communicated through gestures and a notepad. Alex, unable to feel pain or temperature, was fearless to a fault. United by their differences, they formed an unbreakable bond, each compensating for the other's limitations. One moonless night, they snuck out of their homes, their curiosity and bravery leading them to the gates of Happy Place. The air was thick with foreboding as they crossed the threshold into the eerie silence of the forsaken amusement park. The old Ferris wheel loomed like a skeletal sentinel, its creaks echoing through the night. Nina led the way, her heightened senses picking up the faintest of sounds. "I can hear something," she whispered, her voice barely audible. "It's like children crying." Marcus, unable to hear, felt the vibrations of her voice through the ground and nodded, his eyes scanning their surroundings for any movement. Sam scribbled on his notepad, showing it to Alex. "Stay close. Watch for anything unusual." As they ventured deeper into the park, Alex's lack of sensation made him the perfect scout, leading the group through dangerous paths and testing unstable structures. They reached the center of the park where the once majestic carousel stood. Its faded horses seemed frozen in mid-gallop, their eyes hollow and menacing. Suddenly, Nina gasped. "There's something here. I can feel its presence." The air grew colder, and an oppressive silence fell over them. A shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, its form shifting and indistinct. The malevolent spirit's eyes glowed with an unnatural light as it advanced toward them. The children's cries grew louder, a cacophony of despair that tugged at their hearts. Marcus, sensing the vibrations in the air, turned to face the spirit, his lips forming silent words of defiance. He reached out and grabbed Nina's hand, grounding her as she listened intently. Sam, his hands trembling, wrote furiously on his notepad, "Use your senses. We can do this together." Nina closed her eyes, focusing on the sounds around her. "It's feeding on fear. We have to be brave," she said, squeezing Marcus's hand. Alex, who could not feel pain, stepped forward, trying to draw the spirit's attention away from his friends. "Over here!" he shouted, his voice steady despite the terror in his heart. The spirit lunged at Alex, but its attack seemed futile against someone who felt no pain. Meanwhile, Marcus and Nina tried to find a way to weaken the spirit. Sam, with a sudden realization, wrote a message and showed it to Nina. "Find its weakness. It can't stand strong emotions." Nina, understanding the message, spoke to the spirit. "You thrive on fear and sorrow, but we have something stronger, our friendship and courage. We aren't afraid of you." The spirit faltered, its form wavering as the teens stood together, their unity a beacon of strength. Alex, undeterred, continued to distract it, while Sam and Marcus worked to disrupt its energy. They formed a circle, holding hands, and focused their combined willpower on banishing the evil entity. "Leave this place," Nina commanded, her voice resonating with an authority that belied her years. "You have no power over us." The spirit screamed a sound that pierced the night and echoed through the empty park. The ground trembled as the malevolent presence was forced back, its grip on the physical world weakening. With one final, agonized wail, it vanished into the darkness, leaving the park eerily silent. The teens, exhausted but triumphant, stood in the center of the carousel, their bond stronger than ever. They had faced their fears and conquered the evil that had plagued their town for years. As they made their way out of Happy Place, the first light of dawn began to break, casting a new, hopeful glow over the once haunted grounds. From that day forward, Happy Place remained abandoned, but its sinister reputation faded. The teens' bravery became a legend in the town, a testament to the power of unity and the strength found in embracing one's differences.